the real, solid cruisers that love just going out there and showing their car, they'll come all the time. But there's always a bunch of cars that either we don't see very often, and there's always new cars at almost every show that we've never seen before.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that keeps the people coming.
Right.
Something different, something different. So,
Lance, I've got right now scheduled for the grand opening, I have 36 Ford pickup truck. There was only 250 of them built, and very few exist today. Well, I have one, and it was used in Gone in 60 Seconds, the movie Gone in 60 Seconds.
Okay, cool.
I also have Sanford & Sons wrecker showing up, Red
There
Fox's
you go.
wrecker. All right, so that'll be
What was
there
the
for the
wife's
grand
name?
opening.
That's the big one.
Elizabeth, I'm coming.
Elizabeth, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And we hope to keep that up with other vehicles.
So it's, like you say, it's a simple concept. You're not looking to get into all the nitty-gritty about values of cars and so this is worth or that's worth or whatever. You're looking to display these cars, give the guys who are selling cars a place to put them that's safe, that people can see them.
Yeah.
It's like a living magazine is what
Exactly. Do you know how many people come by knocking on the door and they're telling me, my wife wants me to get that car out of the garage?
Yeah.
We've got too much money invested in it, and get that cover off and get it out of here.
Yeah.
Well, I've got people wanting to bring their vehicles down. It's not just one. The guy that wants to clear out his garage, he's got 3 cars in there he wants out.
Yep.
His wife hasn't seen the floor in years, So, that's the kind of people we're approaching right now.
The guy who's got his garage full of cars, but he just found another one in the weeds up in Michigan.
Yeah, exactly.
Comes home with it, and the wife says, "What, are you crazy?
Yeah.
Where are you going to put it?" Yeah. Well, this gives him an opportunity, and a lot of these guys, they just love restoring them and rebuilding them. And that's their love. So those type of guys, as soon as they sell that one, they're going to work on the next project, because that's what they love doing.
Yeah.
It's interesting, though. Every day is interesting. I'll get a phone call, and basically my response is, "You've got a what?" We get strange stuff. Really weird. I think the Sanford & Sons truck.
That was a good one that I hit today.
That's
cool.
a what? Yeah.
That is very cool.
And that's the kind of stuff we're looking for.
I think it's a neat idea. I think it's a very neat concept, and I'll be behind you guys 100%.
Well, thank you.
That's why I called Bob and said, "Hey, come on the show. We'll let people know where you are. Let them know about your grand opening. Sunday you're going to have, the band. You're going to have a car show going. It's going to be a neat thing. Good opportunity for you folks to check out something different, something new." And like I say, I do 140 car shows a year. There's no reason why I couldn't put the 141st or the 142nd over there at your place.
Exactly.
So
we're counting on you.
We'll talk a little bit later, and we'll after
next
the show.
Next time we get together here again, I just want to let you know I'm used to being behind the desk.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's
Oh, look
my
at
spot.
this.
Give him the
I just got.
He's got the shirt, but hey,
You gotta beat me on the trunk.
I can get the shirt from him.
You gotta beat me on the trunk.
with that meat. And what?
That's where I'm supposed to
Call
be.
me and ask about sand and bearings one day.
No, we never talked about
I think you did that. It sounded like you. Did you notice something was a little tougher?
I know.
He was pedaling easier, wasn't he?
Yeah.
it. Actually, I beat him on both bikes.
Well, like I say, he had a pit crew and everything. It was, But that's all right. You'll see the footage. And everything that we do here goes on the internet. We stream it to the internet. So people all over are going to see you guys and hear about what's going on. And hopefully we'll drive some traffic to you Sunday and continue to drive the traffic to you after that.
That's great.
All right. We've got, and I'm going to hand this over to Mr. Bill Mergens. There it is. Mr. Terry Lewis,
that
our
car.
Rocky Mountain reporter.
Look at that car.
Is that gorgeous? That's a hatchback Chevelle, guys.
Woodland Park. It's up the pass from Colorado Springs, and they call it Above the Clouds. So it's really a cool place to do it. This is a 1968 Mustang, and this gal's name, her last name is Magnuson, and she happens to be the daughter of a friend of mine.
Ah.
And so that's kind of cool to be able to show that she's got her car out and kind of taken over Dad's tradition as well.
There you go. I love it.
Great place for a car show. Sits right at the foot of the Pikes Peak, and the weather, as I recall, that day was not all that, conducive. But
It looks a
sometimes
little
it
gray
happens.
in the back.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Nice interior.
Great interior, isn't it?
White interior, it sets off almost any car.
And I'm sure that Joe, her dad, probably had a little bit to do with this car. But it really shows out well.
What's she got in that, 351?
I don't know what she's got. I don't know what the engine is on this car.
I was going to say, it looked like a pretty big motor.
Yeah. Next up is a 1966 Dodge Charger. And of course, this body style, as we look at it, is quite a bit different than the later years. It's got that real long sweeping area. I don't know how many. The windows are closed in this. I don't know if Terry was able to get a shot of the interior, but the back seat of this thing. I mean, you could play cards in the back seat of this thing.
Yeah.
Look how long and sloping that back end is. And of course, the Charger changed and evolved a little bit over the years. By '68 it changed. '69 was something a little bit different. I can't really tell what the engine is on this one either, but
Nice, clean compartment.
yeah.
There we go.
1962 Austin Healey.
We've got one in Bradenton and Austin Healey like that with a small block 400.
Wow. That was
Now, I'd
quite
get
the
in
car.
trouble with that.
It became popular. I understand you could bolt it right to the transmission with 327s in those.
327s in those, yeah.
A lot of power for such a small vehicle.
That's a
Gorgeous car.
Fun.
Oh, he's got a V8
Yeah.
now one too.
Yes. That could be a 327 in it.
The other thing you don't see too often is cars like this with a top on it or even up. So it's kind of nice to see that as well. You can kind of see where there's some side curtains that might have gone along the side of that also. Now most people recognize this kind of body style. 1955 Chevy. It's a two-door post car, and looks like he's got that lowered a little bit. May also be, looks like he may even have this one tubbed a little bit. Looks like those wheels in the back are pretty big. Nice interior. And what's really good with the Tri-5 Chevys, you can stick, with some bucket seats in there, and you can throw console in the middle, and it really looks like it was made for that vehicle.
That looks pretty original, the dash.
Yeah, other than he's updated all the gauges.
Looked like factory air in that.
Yeah, and I'm sure it probably is not. But again, they're making a lot of changes with it that really.
Oh, there you go.
I guess we got a little bit of
And
storage in the back.
I don't think that's Scotch either.
Yeah.
Double nickel.
Very nice. Now, I guess we're probably on to the next car with this one.
Oh, I might not have changed the order, Bill.
And so this should be a 1933 Ford sedan.
Oh no, that was the 55. That was the motor in the 55.
Guess we didn't see that until we got into it.
Yeah.
So this is the 33 Ford sedan. Interesting flames he's got on the front.
Look at how that's chopped where he's got the window. Look at the size of that window. That can't be more than 5 inches.
Yeah.
Les Markovich bought one. He had a 33 like that, and he said he sold it because he said it was very difficult to see the road.
Somebody did a good job on it, though. They did the back window proportionate, so that's really kind of cool. This is kind of a picture of the area. Looks a little cloudy that day, so you probably can't see it, but right behind there's mountains, and those mountains climbed about 14,000 feet. So it's absolutely a gorgeous setting for a car show. And this one typically is in the about the first week in September that they hold this show.
What is the building there, Bill?